So I think we've got 6 years to invest as much as we can, whether it's your brain power or your capital, and both if you can, to make as much difference to unfuck your future as possible now. Then, when 2030, 2032, whatever comes along, you'll be better prepared because financially, you'll have maybe got yourself in a position where you've got the house that you want and some security.
Raoul Pal starts by addressing a pivotal question. How do you build a business in an era where knowledge and technology are advancing at unprecedented speeds? The core of his argument is that businesses, as we know them today, might soon be fundamentally altered by AI. Pal emphasizes that the way we manage businesses from retail outlets to inventory systems will undergo a dramatic transformation. Currently, many view large language models, LLMs, and AI tools as advanced search engines rather than powerful mentors. However, Pal argues that these AIs are not just sophisticated tools, but polymaths with vast reservoirs of knowledge that surpass most humans. And this is just the beginning.
How do you build your business? How do you even know? Even if you're opening retail outlets, you don't need the people, the systems that you run, how you manage your inventory, how you order your stuff, everything changes with this because knowledge becomes infinite really, really fast. Most of you don't even know the power of these LLMs that already exist because you treat them like a search engine. But don't treat them like a mentor. These are polymaths. They have more knowledge on more things than most people in the entire world. And this is the worst they'll ever be. So I worry about what is a business. Businesses, I think, end up being AI agents. Why do we need us? Yes, but at this stage, for the next 6 years, before this really scales, we need to lean into this. Because if you're not, you'll get left behind. When you think about financial markets, when AGI is unleashed onto the world, surely whoever has the AGI wins markets. Because they can outcompete anybody in financial markets on any time horizon. What it means to have the agents running businesses, the AI running markets, it means that we don't have an opportunity as humans to take advantage, an economic advantage, unless you own the AI. This is why people are calling urgently for universal basic income, and I believe there's a system of universal basic equity where we participate in digital communities as a way of having a purpose and getting paid for it. But I worry that over the next 6 years, the economic system starts changing. So economies grow fast, but it doesn't grow fast for us. Markets become more irrational over time. After about 2030, I don't know what financial markets are. I don't know what a lot of this means anymore, because even companies that make hardware, the AI can design it, you can 3D print it, the robots can make it as well. So it becomes very difficult to understand what holds value in a company. How do companies hold value when they can be disrupted? This whole SaaS software revolution becomes infinitely copyable in seconds. So in which case, what is venture capital? It's most likely to look like the ICO market of 2017, where attention is what has the value. And then as a new product comes out, attention disappears and it moves. So capital needs to be super fast. The capital system we have now of IPOs is way too slow. It's never going to work in this system. So I don't know who can ever IPO past 2030, 2032. It has to be kind of an ICO-based market. Even then, the speed of which these businesses can be disrupted is really high. Yes, you need to harness intelligence, but I'm seeing experimentation on Twitter where agentic AI is opening Twitter accounts and building. One of them has just built 20,000 followers in a week because it's so good at capturing attention. And it's not from being political or anything like that. It just knows how to engage people, capture the right people's attention that grows more attention. So we're going to see a lot of that. But again, AI can capture the attention. So it becomes really complicated. So the economic machine changes massively. Huge wealth opportunities. We don't know who to cruise to. Businesses you just basically, businesses are going to die at a rapid rate unless you're adapting to this technology now. You have to be leaning into the AI or robotics, or you will simply not survive.
So, what can individuals and businesses do to prepare for this seismic shift? Pal stresses the importance of leveraging the next 6 years to adapt and invest. This period is crucial for positioning oneself financially and strategically to weather the changes that AGI will bring. Pal advocates for investing in cryptocurrency as a promising avenue, given its historical performance and the growing role of digital assets. Cryptocurrency could offer significant opportunities in the coming years. Additionally, focusing on exponential technology and innovative companies can provide a foothold in this rapidly evolving landscape. He also emphasizes the importance of community. In an era where traditional business models might falter, being part of a community could offer both purpose and stability. Pal believes that communities will play a vital role in providing a sense of belonging and economic engagement in the future.
So I think we've got 6 years to invest as much as we can, whether it's your brain power or your capital, and both if you can, to make as much difference to unfuck your future as possible now. Then, when 2030, 2032, whatever comes along, you'll be better prepared because financially, you'll have maybe got yourself in a position where you've got the house that you want and some security. Now, as we go through the 2030s, in a world of abundance, we don't even know what money is anymore. So this becomes more complicated. So don't think of it as, oh, I've got my pile of money and everything's fine. It's more about my pile of lifestyle. Do I have the lifestyle I want? Am I protected from vast societal change? And so I think we've got 6 years to do that. 6 years before we don't know how to build a business. 6 years before we can't invest in financial markets. And again, 6 years is not an absolute date, but it's kind of just to give you a rough idea of how urgent this is. This is the most urgent thing. This is supplanted or changed my focus from, hey, everybody needs to be empowered in their financial journey, to you've got 6 years to fucking sort your shit out. And so, part of a lot of what I write about in Global Macro Investor is this. And Real Vision is trying to take people down this journey. This 6-year journey is the most important time of anybody's lives. I can't stress that enough. Everything will change, including society around us, and it's not going to be easy to absorb it. But at least if you're open-minded, you're adapting to it, you're investing in it, you're at least investing in this change, as opposed to fearing the change as it comes. But I do know that this idea of 6 years to make as much money as possible is really important. And I do think that the real answer to this, as far as I can see, is cryptocurrency, because it is the best performing asset in the world and of all time. And so I think that's the one thing we can lean in. It has a huge future in the exponential age. Technology investing is the other one. There are incredible companies doing incredible things, and we're doing stupid things like, yeah, but it's already a 2 trillion company. Well, think of the world I was been talking about. Is there no reason somebody's not going to be 20 trillion, 50 trillion? Of course. Some of these companies are going to be bigger than sovereigns. So you need to get your head around everything has changed. It's really hard for value stocks and small companies and minor gold miners or whatever the past world looked like to succeed in this new world. It's just not going to work. So get your heads around all of this, focus, 6 years, it's what counts, and make them count for you and your family. But one thing that does remain true is that humans are social creatures. And so I have a huge belief in the value of community. I think communities are going to be where our purpose lies. This is where this universal basic equity of owning a stake in a community that you belong to, whether it's an economic community, or whether it's a social community, or it's a commonality of purpose community. I think this is a really, really big concept. But generally speaking, community is everything. And one of the things we're really leaning into at Real Vision, more than the blockchain and more than the AI, is community. Because we want to get together, we want to talk, we want to be humans together. We want to engage with each other, we want to enjoy experiences together, we want to figure things out together, we want to share ideas, trade ideas. All of that is what being human is all about. It gives us confidence, it gives us a place in society, And, Real Vision will really focus on that community side of things. And I think businesses who do that have a better chance of surviving this. If you don't have a community and you're just a product, you're fucked. One of the other ways that this affects the economy is this is essentially a nuclear bomb of deflation, because everything goes to zero in value. You can't see it now. The world's fighting over inflation. Our wages might go up and all of this stuff. You have no comprehension of the scale of deflationary shock that this is going to create. Because things that create inflation, humans, their purchases, human labor, scarcity, well, they go to abundance. It inverts the system. So it's a very complicated world, and the deflationary shock is gigantic. It's one of the reasons I do not believe in secular inflation. I think people have the wrong marker stones. People seem to think this is somewhat akin to the internet. It's not. It's fucking profound how big this is. This infinite intelligence. The internet was just the rails. This is the applications layer of which all of humanity will be based. And it is extraordinarily deflationary because the AI will solve its own problems. So it'll solve its own energy problems. It'll solve its own logistics problems. It'll solve its own security problems. So these things get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. So as a deflationary shock, it's huge.
Raoul Pal's insights in the next 6 years represent a critical window for adapting to these changes and leveraging new technologies to stay ahead. As businesses evolve into AI agents and financial markets become increasingly dominated by AGI, those who embrace these technologies and invest wisely will be better positioned to thrive. Remember, the coming changes will be profound, and traditional models of investment and business might no longer apply. Instead, focusing on cryptocurrency, exponential technologies. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and leave your questions and comments below. I'd love to hear from you.